Elon Musk recently revealed deadly hypersonic fighter planes aimed at Russia. I suppose we are all aware that the conflict has begun. Despite the fact that it only began a few days ago, countless lives have already been lost. And it appears that Ukraine, the underdog in this war, is nearing the end of its life. But don't worry, Elon Musk has just leaked scary hypersonic combat jets against Russia. Welcome back to another exciting video. Today's video is about Elon Musk built a fighter jet to beat Russia. Before we start the video, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. This is not, however, the first time Ukrainian and Russian forces have clashed. The Russo-Ukrainian conflict, which had been going on for years, erupted in February 2014, following the Ukrainian Revolution of Dignity. Initially, the key problem was the status of Crimea and parts of Donbass, both of which were internationally recognized as being part of Ukraine. This issue spiraled out of control due to a sluggish but certain fate. It culminated in the first 8 years of the conflict, which included Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014 and the ongoing war in Donbass between Ukraine and Russian-backed separatists, as well as naval incidents, cyber warfare, and political tensions. As we can see, previous clashes have not been kind to Ukraine, and the border has shifted with each clash, and after a Russian military buildup on the Russian-Ukraine border beginning in late 2021, the conflict escalated dramatically when Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine on February 24, 2022. Many Ukrainians, including foreign individuals who are not natives, have died as a result of these incidents, including students from various nations, non-residents, and visitors from various countries. Russia appears to be serious about obtaining control of Ukraine. In this circumstance, anyone can see the underdog. Ukraine has almost no chance with 200,000 Russian troops on board. To make matters worse, the country invading Ukraine has the world's second greatest arsenal of nuclear weapons, as well as the world's second largest fleet of ballistic missile submarines. To put it frankly, Ukraine cannot win this war on their own. So, as you can see, the Russian invasion of Ukraine is not some glorified propaganda campaign claiming that the invasion is helping them, but is entirely motivated by a desire to re-establish the Soviet Union for financial gain. And in order to do so, Russia has already broken numerous laws and regulations. By bombing a non-military target, which turned out to be Europe's largest nuclear power facility, the attacks violated the Geneva Conventions, which, if blown up, may have had a far worse outcome than the Chernobyl accident. As a result, everyone has come together and put aside their differences to help Ukraine in this time of distress, by arming them, providing information, and basic supplies. Furthermore, ensuring that major corporations terminate all relations with Russia, depriving them access to vital supplies. However, all of this commotion has reached one of the world's richest men, Elon Musk, who, like other people, has provided aid to Ukraine in some shape or form. However, one should not forget that Elon is not like the rest of us, as most of us can only help Ukraine by protesting on the streets. Elon, on the other hand, is going all in, forming alliances that could change the course of the conflict. While all of this is going on, Elon Musk's SpaceX, the premier private space exploration business, announced a collaboration with the United States Air Force on a large air defense project worth more than $102 million. And what is that project, you ask? This initiative is obviously unlike anything anyone has ever seen or imagined in their lives, as the contract will focus on the global transportation of military cargo and humanitarian aid. According to the Department of Defense's website, this contract is one of many, including the Air Force's endeavor to deploy rockets for worldwide logistics. That does not sound like something that will completely destroy Russian forces. You'd be wrong, because these rockets can deliver vital goods even in the thick of a blazing fight. Furthermore, the same technology can be integrated into observation rockets, allowing ground forces to acquire important information about enemy movements via a complex network of Starlinks and survey drones. Because, in this day and age, it is rarely about who has more troops, firearms, and firepower. Everything revolves around information. As a result, the team possessing the most of it wins. So, By supplying information to Ukraine, Starlink is able to assist them while denying Russia information because Starlink is blacklisted for the airspace above Russia. See how simple it is to attend the table? That is the result of your reliance on technology. Even the military has become increasingly reliant on satellites in recent years to transport a large amount of data from one location to another over long distances for a variety of objectives. Because of this dependency, the armed forces need a link that was more powerful and reliable than the cell towers we use every day. Elon Musk is aware of this, which is why he sent a truck laden with Starlink user terminals to the war-torn country, ensuring that people there have access to communication. However, Starlink alone would not be sufficient to meet military objectives. Military units must retain situational awareness regardless of their location. So, for many years, Pentagon officials have maintained that more satellite capacity is needed to support global communications, video conferencing, drone live broadcasting, and other high-bandwidth activities. However, a new partnership between SpaceX and the Air Force Research Laboratory is poised to change that. SpaceX has not set a timeline for when these tests would be finished, but has informed reporters that it will take 4 to 6 months. Meanwhile, SpaceX continues to grow its impressive performance, having launched over 2,000 satellites into space. You may recall that I mentioned how this technology has the potential to be reused for different purposes in the $102 million Air Defense Project. So, guess what? As it turns out, the frail cargo ship may be turned into supersonic combat fighters by utilizing boosters from numerous intergalactic vessels. SpaceX is seeking approval to connect Starlink to private jets by March 2022, but due to the present war, it could be allowed within a few days. It also asked the Federal Communications Commission to expand its authorization to encompass moving cars. As a result, Starlink may be used with anything that moves, including aircraft, warships, tanks, vehicles, and anything else that can move. As I previously stated, information is critical on any battlefield. Masks will be highly handy during a time when one of the world's most powerful countries goes on a rampage, as the United States will no longer be readily destroyed in battle. It is currently assisting Ukraine even more, with Elon declaring that this assistance would continue until the war is ended, and that these technologies will be freely available to Ukraine once the combat has stopped. The durability of these Starlinks is also outstanding. It actually takes a rocket into orbit or some sophisticated hacking to impair the operation of these satellites. So it's clear that Starlink will be valuable in war-torn countries where communication towers have been destroyed or in natural disasters when civilians on the ground can stay connected to the internet and request assistance. In fact, Elon boasts that Starlink is the only non-Russian communications infrastructure that is still operational in some portions of Ukraine following the Russian invasion. Ukraine's President, Volodymyr Zelensky, also announced a meeting with Musk and that the country will receive additional Starlink satellite internet terminals next week. In a tweet to Elon Musk last month, Zelensky expressed gratitude. "I am grateful for his comments and actions on behalf of Ukraine," he remarked. So, now that we've finished this film, let us thank you all for sticking with us till the conclusion. Don't forget to share your thoughts on this new technology that Elon has presented to us in the comments area. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.